Yeah,
What you been up to?
man, just the same listening and absorbing. It's been interesting. Like, I always tell you, like, to to never to try to force anything. Like, just where are you on the spectrum? Like, when I say spectrum, it's on this record player, because we all on this record player, because there's a record and then there's something's being played to you,
Mhm.
because you don't hear things in real time, right? It's always a playback, because presently you don't see it. You're going through it. Then after the fact you see it,
After the fact, then you see it or hear it.
right? And then there's seldom times where before it happens, right, you avoid it. But that's the goal. Avoid it before it happens. Then you don't have to worry about it. But while you're on this record player, right, listening to it being played in your presence or what have you, my motto is always not to ever make something be on it that isn't. Allow whatever the music is that's being played towards you, play.
Yeah.
And don't try to make it into something to fit a narrative. Hear it for
Don't
what it
have,
is.
don't have an agenda.
Don't. Just hear it for what it is. Hear it for what it is, man. And I think that's like the vein that I'm always on. Like, just hearing things for what it is, hearing God share things for me and let it be what it is. Whatever I go through every day while I'm at work, get off work, come home, my wife, when I'm driving in traffic, stuck in traffic for hours, allow what is being played, play, and don't try to interpret it. I think we fall into harm's way, like when we try to make things be a certain thing. I think we, I think that it blinds us naturally. We get so caught up into seeing a certain thing be a certain thing, we never actually see what the thing is.
What actually occurred.
Yeah, because I'm so fixated on what it is that I see. Like, let go of what you see and then
And
allow what it is.
grasp what it is
God,
being presented
just
to
be
you.
shown. And whatever is shown
Because
to you,
but what if what we lose the perspective. We lose the
yeah,
perspective of it even being shown, being
right,
revealed.
right. We do. Now we're just interpreting and don't know who talking.
Right.
And
And don't
that's
have a clue about the source.
don't have a clue about the source. You don't know what the source is. You don't know what the truth is. You don't know what the lie is.
Jump off the boat.
Jump off the boat. You can swim.
That's not going away.
It's not. You can swim.
You can swim. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yet alone it's an ocean that's thousands of feet deep.
Right.
And then it
Just
spans
just
miles
jump.
and
Just
miles.
jump off. Just jump
Let's
off.
jump off, swim. Swim where, dog? Where am I swimming to? Back to the US?
Where'd you get your chair?
Man,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
get
know.
I'm gonna get me one of those.
My wife bought this. I have to ask her. She may have
I'm
got it
gonna
from
get
Amazon.
I'm gonna get me one of them.
She got both of us one. She has one too. She bought them both at the same time.
I told my wife I might need to get me a recliner. I said no, but I ain't gonna get none like what they sell at the furniture store. I want to get one that's more like what they sell for folks in the office.
Yeah,
Something that's ergonomic and
ergonomic. Yep.
uh, does something for you.
Right. Right.
but seeing what's being revealed.
Yeah. And not trying to make
We
it
busy
into
now.
a
Look, think
narrative.
about this, Corey. Just based on what you said, we busy trying to find entertainment for ourselves,
Oh, absolutely. Every day, every moment of the day.
and we're being bombarded almost with revelation.
We are and missing it. Yeah, we're missing
And yeah, and absolutely missing it.
it because everybody has a take.
Greatest show there is
Oh, yeah. Greatest show on earth instead of
on
turf.
earth. Yeah, yeah,
But
greatest.
yeah,
No ifs, ands, and buts about it.
yeah.
And we go, oh my,
Yeah.
yawn,
Hmm.
bored,
Yeah.
jump off the boat.
Right. You can swim. You're
I
blinded
like,
by the ocean.
I like that. I like that. You can swim, Ben.
Right. Hey, but see, that's the perspective that blinds you
Yeah,
from what is actually being shown. This is a ocean that's thousands of feet deep
right.
and it
And
spans
we and we
thousands of
yeah,
miles.
and we yeah, and we really can't comprehend it.
And you're a speck.
Speck, yeah, you're not even a speck.
You know what I mean? So it's so easily, that's why so many bodies are lost in it. Because it doesn't matter how many millions of bodies that have been lost in that ocean. That's why they can't be found, because there's so much more of it than there are of them.
Right, right.
Dude, you can't even see all the fish that's down there. It's so big. It's huge. And you gonna jump in there and swim? No. Unless you can swim like a fish, it behooves you to stay your butt on this
Yeah,
ship.
and last recheck, you wasn't a fish.
Exactly. You weren't made to swim in the ocean, sir.
Okay,
So it behooves you to stay on the ship and float. Because it has a motor. It's gonna get you where you need to be fast.
right,
There's actually multiple. Yeah, it's back with multiple motors. It has backup motors.
right, and backups to the backups.
Exactly. So behooves you to just stay aboard. But that's this narrative, right? And so I'm sitting here, I'm riding home, and the Lord just hit me with that like a ton of bricks. Like there's a narrative that's being pushed. And you probably know where I'm going with it. I got a message early in the week. I thought it was a joke. I did not know it was real, but I read it, and it was our commander in chief making a comment about two people that had gotten murdered. And he said they were murdered because of their TD DT Donald Trump something. I don't know what he called it. He called it something. It's made up a symptom for them. And he basically was saying they were the reason for their own demise because they were hating him so much. So because they were hating him so much, it came back and then not bit him, but killed him, essentially. I read that. I was confused because I didn't know what it actually meant. And I
Where
saw,
did where did you how did you get it?
well, my sister, my wife's sister sent it to me, sent it
Okay,
to her and I on like Monday.
oh, okay.
It's like a message. It was like he wrote a message, text or something, tweeted, I don't know.
On X or some, oh,
Some
okay,
something.
one of them
Right.
platforms.
Yeah. And these two people that seemingly in his eyes hated him, or they were just really outraged because of him. He was like an actor. He was in Hollywood, a director, something. I don't remember his name, don't ask.
Oh, Rob Reiner
There you go.
and his wife.
Right. They were
and his
killed.
wife. Yeah, they were killed supposedly by their son.
Right, which is a lie. Everybody knows it's a lie. But that's again, that's the narrative. They're
You
saying,
can you can swim.
right, you can swim. You see what I'm saying? And they're pushing it.
Yeah,
But that's the narrative. And you will get caught up in the narrative. You'll get
in
caught
the
up in
narrative.
Trump saying they were killed because of him. You'll get caught up in that. You'll get caught up in it was the sun. You get caught up in the lies. Because everybody is telling the lie.
And missing the whole boat.
They're missing the whole ocean. They're missing it because of the lie. Because they don't want you to see the ocean. And that's the enemy. The enemy doesn't want you to see the ocean. Even Trump, he tells you something. He says he comments on these people that they were killed because of him.
Mhm.
But see, he doesn't want you to see the ocean. The reason why he'd say that. Why did he say that? It's a strategic move. He's saying they were so caught up in ridiculing him and how well he's doing, how great his system is.
Right.
And you look at that, it's like a magician saying, I'm going to pull this rabbit out of his
I
hat
did that. Mhm.
when he had it in his hand the
All the
whole
time.
time. You're so distracted on
Right.
trying to figure out how he going to do it. You missed him putting it in there because you like, how he going to do that? Well, he
Yeah.
just did it and you missed it. You missed it.
Yeah. Slate of hand. Slate of hand.
Right. But that's the illusion and that's the buffoonery, right? But it's clever upon his part, right? He says that now you're distracted, right? About what he said about them dying. And that's what you're talking about. But guess what you're not talking about? What he's not doing for the economy,
Right.
what he's
What
not
he's
doing
not doing.
for health care,
Yeah.
right?
You got some brilliant ideas.
What
Fix healthcare.
right. What he promised that he ain't done yet. How the unemployment rate continues to skyrocket, how interest rates constantly aren't changing.
But he
He
said he gonna fire the guy, right?
all of that.
That's what he said last night.
How grocery prices still are on the
Right.
rise. Like nothing has changed since he's got in the office for the
Right.
better. Nothing.
Except what he says. Yeah. He's sending out $1,776 checks to the military.
And he
They all
passed.
gonna get they all gonna get a check for 1,776.
Right.
He calls that the warrior bonus.
Right. And guess who passed the pay for that?
And Congress hadn't allocated no funds.
Right. So we're printing money just like Joe Biden. But you castrated him for printing money.
Right. Who put printing money?
So now you're doing it. So the lies, like so you're getting distracted, right? But that's what the enemy does.
Duh, you can swim.
You can swim. He'll tell you something, you get caught up into looking at it. Well, you know what? I can swim. I should jump in there just to see how well I can swim. I think I'm pretty good. Well,
Might be the greatest.
might be the greatest. I just gotta jump
Right.
and put it to the test. The boy killed his parents, cut their throat. Nobody's asking the question. Why would he cut their throat? Well, he already gave you the answer. But there's no way he cut their throat for that. But now you're trying to figure it out. Why are you trying to figure it out though? Because you know the boy didn't cut their throat. They were assassinated. What kind of son cuts his parents' throats. You know what the son does? Young man, my cousin just messaged me. Her son stabbed her in the heart twice. That's what a son does. Stabs. And she died. This was last night. This morning.
What?
Yes. Yes. Alta Green from Mount Pleasant, Texas, living in Houston, Texas, stabbed in the heart twice by her son. She was 71 years old. She died today by the hand of her son. Sons don't cut throats, they stab. And I'm not saying that lightly. I'm saying that as a truth. What are we talking about? I read up on it. Cops asked him, why did he do it? He said, it needed to be done. That's what the boy said.
And you talking about this lady in Houston?
Yes, my cousin's sister.
Okay.
Yeah,
It needed to be done.
that's what the boy said to the cops. It needed to be done. The lie. That's what he says, right? And then you fixate on that. And then you miss the truth. You miss the truth. Because now you're going to be focused on this boy being whatever. And you miss how the enemy is attacking us. You miss, you miss how the enemy is deceiving us. Again, whatever reason, it needed to be done. That's what the enemy said. This needs to happen. Okay, let me jump off the boat.
Let me try swimming.
Let me try to swim in this ocean. What? What does that benefit you, sir? So you're saying you needed to go to prison. That's what you're saying. You needed to go to prison. So because that's what you're about to do, you're about to go to prison. And who knows what else you're going to get as a result. Is that what needed to be done? You needed to be punished? Why not say that? And if that is the case, then why did you use your mom
Yeah, why didn't you just go
as an
submit yourself to punishment?
excuse? But we miss the truth because of the
But
lie.
we're not looking for truth. Truth is falling in the street.
Right. We want, what did you start out saying? We'll look for all types of ways to entertain ourselves.
Right.
That's what you said.
Yeah, that's what we do. But that's what we
That's
do.
what we do. We don't want the truth. We don't want the truth. We don't want, and I'm reading, like I'm listening to, and it's amazing that all of this is coming full circle because I'm listening to Acts. I'm in Acts and I'm listening to Acts. And
Which chapter?
Ananias, chapter 5, verse
And
1.
5, okay.
Yeah, and this was amazing because I didn't know this is something God was going to use me to speak. But in verse 1, chapter 5, it says, now a man named Ananias together with his wife, Sapphira, also sold a piece of property. With his wife's full knowledge, he kept back part of the money for himself, but brought the rest and put it at the apostles' feet. Then Peter said, Ananias, how is it that Satan has so filled your heart that you have lied to the Holy Spirit and kept for yourself some of the money you received for the land? This is what's amazing. He says, verse 4, didn't
Yeah,
it
didn't it
belong to
belong
you
to you?
before it was sold?
Okay.
Why would you try to deceive God? All you had to say was I'm going to give God this much, not I'm going to give God a portion and say it was for that much.
Right.
Altogether different.
Why?
It made no sense for you to decree or declare that, sir.
He believed he could swim.
He did. He believed he could swim. He believed he could swim in that big old ocean,
Why?
in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of nowhere in that big old ocean. He believed he could swim. He believed he could get away with it. He believed they were going to believe it.
And there's millions, billions of people who are living their lives that way.
Yes, yes, believing
And they can swim.
that they can swim.
Whatever the Bible says.
Whatever the lie says, they're believing it. They're believing that that is the truth to get to just hide what it is that they actually want to do. Because if I were to synthesize a bit, just a bit, just a tad, if I were to push this story, they probably had an agenda to start up something for themselves. So they got somebody to buy their land for more than what it actually was worth. And they probably lied to the person that was going to buy the land because they was probably telling them, oh yeah, this is for the movement of the church. And the person that bought it probably was also moving with the church, but was rich. So they wanted to help out. I said, well, okay, yeah, yeah, we'll buy it for so much. It's like, yeah, you giving it to, yeah, yeah, I'm giving it all to the church. But they actually had another use for the money. So they only gave part of the money to the church because they were going to use the rest of the money for themselves. Now, I'm just making this up. I don't know what
I
they
hear you.
did
I
it
hear
for.
you.
But this is the mind of the trickery of the enemy. It's like, you've been wanting to start that business. Yeah, yeah. Just use this cause to get a little extra.
Yeah, to accomplish what you're trying to
Right.
accomplish.
But you probably gave what the house was actually worth to the apostles. And you kept that extra for yourself. And then lied and said, yeah, yeah, this is how much it was worth. And then the crazy part was his wife came back in and conceded to or succumbed to the same foolishness. Yeah, yeah, we only sold it for so much. Believing the lie, following along with it. And Peter is bewildered. He said to her, how could you, in verse 9, how could you conspire to test the spirit of the Lord? Listen,
You don't know there be a spirit.
had no idea. He's asking the wrong question.
They,
And I'm not saying wrong as in
yeah,
right
and
or
we
wrong.
talk, but when you look at our religion, there's a whole lot of talk about the Spirit of the Lord,
Right.
but nobody pays any attention to the Spirit of the Lord.
Because they weren't lying to the spirit of the Lord. They were lying to themselves.
Yeah, they had convinced themselves they could
They,
swim.
yeah, they did.
They didn't even know
They
what
could.
swimming was.
They didn't know what swimming was. Had no idea. Ain't never done it before. Ain't never been in the ocean swimming. Especially not in the deep.
Right.
You ain't never been in that water. You don't know what them waves feel like. Yeah, it looks calm. Get down there. You're gonna be trying to fight your way up. You're gonna forget how to swim. Because you ain't never been in that role before. They have no idea who God is. No idea. All they did was they saw a happening and they jumped on that.
And they jumped on it.
They jumped on that. We can do the same thing, baby. And we can keep doing it. all in the name of the Lord. And this is what God is showing me. This is what we do. We go around lying to ourselves for something that we want that we can't have, or we don't have the true ability to do it. We want something for ourselves, to prove something to ourselves. Proving what? That you can swim? Okay, well, go get in the pool. Just go get in the pool. But that ain't good enough.
I'm trying to assert myself.
Trying to assert myself. I'm trying to show that I am,
Somebody.
you hear me, lying. And that's what we do when we try to force messages. I'm going to make this be something. For what? So that you can sound like you are greater than what you actually are? For what? For who? For somebody to say that
You delivering a message that's
you hear
not
me?
even yours.
Right. You didn't even come up with this. It was shared. What did you say, brother? What do you
What
have?
do you have that you didn't receive?
You hear me?
And why act like you didn't receive it?
Right. Because that's what they were doing. That's what those two were doing. They were acting as if they didn't receive it. And this is what Peter is asking. He asked the correct question was then, not when I'm saying correct. When I say that, I'm saying the question that pricks their heart. Was it not your money?
Yeah,
It was.
from the very beginning.
Then why pretend that you was going to give it all to God? Why pretend? That's the question for today. Why are we pretending?
Pretending.
Stop pretending.
And that's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing. We're pretending. Stop pretending. Just be it. Just show it. Show your trueness, dog. Show it. You are a person that could care less, Commander in Chief. Show it. Just say it. Not about them, but about anyone. It's about your just say it, dog. Let the people see you for who you truly are.
Uh,
Just say it.
but he's
Just
believing a lie.
that's but so did Ananias and Sapphira.
Right. I get it. I see it. I see it.
And Peter's asking the right question in the beginning.
Yes,
Was it
yes.
not yours?
Wasn't it yours in the beginning? You
It was
started out
yours.
owning a piece of land.
It was yours. You ain't got to sit here and lie to the public and
Why?
say,
Why all this pretense?
right, why all the pretense? Don't lie to the public and say they were killed because of they hated Donald Trump. Say they were killed because Donald Trump had them killed. Say that. The plot thickens. Say that.
But then but then I'd be back in the Trump book. And I
But
don't
you,
want to be in that book.
but hey,
But
hey,
you are. But you are at his choosing.
that's what I'm
Out
saying.
of the book.
That's what I'm saying. Just be real.
Why don't you jump? You can
Right,
swim.
right,
You can swim.
right.
You can swim.
Just jump.
Yeah.
Just be
No, lose sight of the fact that the fall will kill you.
exactly moving at the rate, moving at the rate
That high
that
off the
ship
ship.
is moving.
Woo.
Just say the truth about the matter. I want you dead, Corey. I don't want you to be used. I don't want God to use you. Why would I want him to use you? Why would I want God to speak through you? You believe him.
What a novel idea. What a novel idea. Your sound is gone.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
But he can't say that because then he's my enemy.
yeah.
He,
Clearly,
he's he's
clearly
right.
identified. He
See,
said, yeah, he chosen sides.
now he's my oppressor.
Right,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, now I see him a mile away.
right.
So he can't come at me like that. So he lies. You can swim.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you can swim. It's just water. You can swim.
And you really need to be distracted.
Right. By the fact
Right.
that you can swim.
Yeah, you need to be distracted.
Because
We got to get you off the track.
that's the distraction. Because I don't need you looking at what I'm doing as the president, as the commander
Right,
in chief. It's not what I need you looking at. I don't need you criticizing me in that regard. I don't need you focusing on what I did with Epstein.
right.
I don't need you focusing on that.
But he ain't the target in Epstein, is he?
He's
That's
on the
all.
list.
I mean, he's on the list, but there's some bigger names on the list.
It's a lot. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of names on there. It's folks on there that help put him there.
Right, right.
But that's the part. I need you distracted so you can see me pull this rabbit out the hat and then make it disappear again. And then I throw the hat up. Where does the rabbit go? While I'm looking at the hat fly up, he done put the
And
rabbit back
and
in his coat,
and you are entertained.
and you're entertained. Rabbit dead in his coat. Dead
Yeah,
rabbit in his
yeah,
coat.
you're entertained,
And you were
and
entertained.
you'll be looking for the next source of
Right,
entertainment.
right.
I need a greater entertainment.
Entertainment. Yeah, I
Mhm.
saw that show
And
before.
we all want, we all, and we just like, and we're in pursuit
Yeah,
of entertainment,
every moment
waking moment. Yeah,
of the day. See, we don't
looking to be
look
entertained.
looking to be entertained. We're not looking to see what God is showing us.
Right? Because
Abraham,
see,
let me,
then we might have to obey.
yeah, he, that's where I was getting to. Abraham, let me take you to a place that I'm going to show you. In
I'm
order
going
for
to
me to
say,
get you to the place that I'm going to show you,
you got to obey. You got to follow.
you got to follow me. You got to obey me.
And we lose sight of that so quick.
Yeah,
How are you gonna how are you gonna respond to Jesus' call
right.
and then not follow?
Yeah, makes absolutely no sense.
No sense.
You just got in because of your confession. That was a
That's all.
lie, sir.
Yeah.
You didn't confess Christ. You lied
Yeah. You just made a
so you
statement
could get in.
so you can get in. So you
Be
can be counted among the number.
right. But be not deceived, my brothers and my sisters. Ananias and Sapphira didn't get in
Nope.
because they kept back part of the price. Hello. They didn't get in. Their money was not received because they kept back part of the price.
I'm trying to see it, and see they were never called believers either, were they?
No,
Yeah. They just a man named Ananias together with his wife
and Sapphira.
Sapphira. Somebody off the street.
Then they made it into Luke's writing,
Yeah,
seeing what God is showing me. They made it into the writing.
right.
Out of
That's as
all the
far as
writing,
that's as far as they got.
yeah, all the writing that Luke did, he starts this portion of this letter to the
And
great
all
Theophilus.
he says, all he does is identify him
He
by
identifies
name,
them
by name.
a name and what happened to them
Instantly taken out.
instantly. And great fear came over the people.
Right.
You know me how I am, and I'm sitting here like, man, Lord, why'd you take them out?
Fear sees the whole church.
Whole church. God, why did you take them out? You know what I mean?
What a message.
Right. Instead of just rebuking them. No, he took them
Right.
out. Yeah, yeah. Nah, they don't need to live anymore. This is the end of their road. Isn't that something? I didn't get an answer, by the way, which I wasn't truly looking for one. It was just me asking,
Yeah.
man, Lord, why'd you take them out? Because it's something to see. He took them out.
He took them out. No question. No doubt.
No,
Peter didn't take him out.
no. Peter just knew that that,
They were on their way out.
that that the angel with the sword was right there to chop
Right.
him down. He just knew this is the end of the road for you, buddy. You got to go. You have no lot here. No more lot. There's nothing remaining for you to give to this land any longer.
And then finally at the end of the story, the church is mentioned
Yeah,
as fear.
fear,
Great, great fear.
great fear. It sounds like when God was speaking with Moses and the people came
And
up
the
to the
people were
mountain,
in great fear.
right? And when it thundered,
Great fear.
they dropped
Right.
and said, "No, no, you
You
go,
talk to
you talk,
them. You talk.
you go. Don't mind us.
We'll wait.
We'll wait right here. They gonna barge up to the mountain. Oh, really?
Right.
And then it
Mhm.
thundered. Okay, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind.
We don't want to fool with that
We
man.
don't want to talk to him any longer. You do it, sir. He likes you more.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Man, and
Hmm.
right after Peter and John made this great profession before the Sanhedrin.
Hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm. And then we went into Gamaliel and making the whole statement about them going against
Against God.
God.
Yeah,
But Ananias and Sapphira were a blip in this chapter. They were a blip.
yeah,
I think they lasted, what, 8 verses?
right.
And then Luke went right along back to Peter, back to Peter, back to the Spreading of the truth.
And yeah, and interestingly enough, back to chameleon and putting God front and center.
Yep.
Because in all this stuff, God sort of gets lost in the shuffle.
Lost. Lost. Gets lost.
Sure enough, lost in the Sanhedrin.
Yeah. Yeah, we forget.
And Gamaliel just sort of gently reminded everybody, the Sanhedrin and the apostles,
Hmm.
and the apostles,
Yeah.
who had the, who had probably heard about Ananias and Sapphira.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it's putting God back in his proper place.
Hmm.
It's putting God back in his proper
Proper
place.
place.
See, somehow or never, as we get busy trying to get our entertainment
Yeah.
and entertain ourselves.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, you talking about forgetting that we are not God.
Right.
Yeah, we have a struggle with that.
Yeah.
We fall into that delusion all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's nothing about our daily lives that we were allowed to even remind us of God.
Yeah.
We're so busy pursuing our entertainment.
Pursuing ourselves and the pleasuring of ourselves,
Right,
the
right.
fulfillment of ourselves, and the discovery of ourselves, all of the things.
All the things about ourselves.
Yeah. But the
And
amazing
we
part is
and we got a trip to the cemetery
waiting.
waiting for us.
Yeah. Yep.
That's as far as we're gonna get
That is the extent of ourselves.
of our journey. Yeah, that's it.
That's the extent of ourselves. But that's the part that we're distracted from.
Yeah, we lose sight of that.
We lose sight of that
Yeah, we lose sight of that. And it's happening every day around us
all the time, moment by
by
moment,
moment. Yeah, yeah.
moment by moment.
And then we'll have respective persons about who it happened to.
Yeah,
Race
yeah.
car driver died. Him and his family died in a plane
Died in a
crash
plane
today.
crash. 7 people in North
Yeah,
Carolina
yeah, gone. Boom.
gone.
I remember his name. And I'm not
Billets.
even a NASCAR fan.
Yeah, Billets or something.
Yeah, Greg Biffle.
Biffle. Biffle.
Greg Biffle. But it's see that's the picture that's played out every day,
Yep.
every day.
Yep. And then you ask, well, what is God showing you? Well, it's
This
clear
what
as day.
this what you get if you don't follow
It's clear as day.
in and of yourselves.
It's there for you to see it. You have an end, sir. You have an end. So why are you living like you don't?
Mhm. Because you think you can swim.
Because you think you can swim in that big old ocean.
And from the perspective, think about this, Corey.
Hmm.
And from the perspective of a cruise liner's deck,
Yeah,
that's a lot of ocean.
that's a lot of ocean, sir.
Even if you're not in the ocean and just on the Gulf of Mexico.
Right. Still a lot of ocean.
That's a lot of water.
Yeah,
And you
you'll work
can't see and you can't see land no in no direction.
nowhere. Just water.
And too dumb to remember that this this is not this is not an everyday view.
Right.
I don't
Uh,
get this view every day.
Every day, sir.
And that's the vast and I say that in itself is a picture of the vastness between us and God
Yeah. Yeah.
while we are asserting ourselves.
Asserting ourselves, thinking more highly than we ought.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Thinking more highly of ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. The practicality of it all. Oh, I love
Overall.
Peter's question. I
Yeah.
love Peter's question. Wasn't
Yeah.
it yours?
Wasn't it
Wasn't it yours?
yours?
Wasn't it yours? Didn't it belong to you
Right.
before it was sold?
The money was at your disposal to do what you wanted. It was yours to make the decision, sir. But that's the thing. You lied and said you were going to give it all.
Right. Why? For what
Were
purpose?
who were you trying to
To
convince?
deceive. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You said it. Who were you trying to deceive? The person that bought it?
But you the one that got deceived
Right.
because you fell for the lie.
Because you fell for it. You thought you was about to get away with it. You thought didn't nobody hear you.
Right. You were exposed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
We
No,
we
God
found
heard
out.
you.
Yeah, we found out you couldn't swim.
Right. Found out that you trying to prove something to us, but ended up proving yourself wrong, sir.
Woo.
Now you on the news.
Yeah.
Missing.
Yeah.
Where's my husband? That's why she came. She looking for him. And he was supposed
She's
to have been
looking
back by
for
now.
right, right. Wait a second.
He was supposed to have been
She,
back by now.
she knew where to go to, didn't she?
Hey, he done ran off with the money.
Mm-hmm.
He done ran off with the money.
Now she trying to swim.
Right. Let me go find his butt because he better not be with such and such.
Right, 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 right. But she trying to swim now.
Right. And amazingly, how she responded. He said, did you, Peter, I love it. He
Is
said
this the
about three
price?
hours later, his wife came in not knowing what had happened. Yeah, she looking for him. So Peter asked her, tell me, is this the price you and Ananias got for the land? Yes, she said, that is the price. Cause she trying to keep the money for herself. Do you have it, Peter? Oh man. Do you
Did he
have
give
the
it to
money?
you?
Did you give it to you? Yeah, yeah, he tried. He tried it. He tried it. But let me ask you something, ma'am. Let me ask you something. How could you, and I like this question though,
Conspire.
how can you, this part, how could
Conspire, yeah.
you conspire? That part right there.
Success.
Stop
Conspire.
right there. How could you conspire? How could you and your husband come up with this together? How? Think about that.
Y'all had some help.
Y'all sitting there coming up with a plan
Minding y'all business
with
and something
money.
came along and said, jump in.
Jump.
You can
You
swim.
can swim in that big old ocean from a ship
But that's his tactic, and he
yeah,
don't change.
moving at a 700 to 800 knots.
right. And you gonna hit the water and
Like a brick,
mm.
thinking you're gonna jump straight down. No, sir. You're not gonna
Yeah,
jump straight down.
you
You're
gonna
gonna
tumble.
jump and get caught by the wind.
Right.
Whoa, wait
Mm-hmm.
a minute.
Right. It's gonna be an uncontrolled fall.
Fall. Mm, ain't gonna be much swimming after that. Yeah.
Ain't gonna be
But a bunch of sinking
straight down.
straight down in all of that water.
Woo.
One of them big fish gonna see you.
Uh-huh.
There go another one. Yeah. Yeah. Should we eat him? Nah. Nah.
But look here, man, what a now isn't it I know it's interesting. I know I know it gets your attention, but how is it just blows my mind that we'll look at a section of scripture
Mhm.
on Thursday evening and boy it'll just blow up. I mean
Right. Right.
wow.
Right. Just gets magnified. Because God is showing us something.
Yeah.
This is so many things. Let me show you
But but
where I'm
but but
taking you.
see the thing of it is you say to yourself, how can I make more time for this?
Yeah.
Why am I wasting my time elsewhere?
Right.
I mean, there's so much. There is so much.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sitting there saying to myself, and I'm wasting my time on rheumatoid arthritis.
Right. Right.
Same symptoms.
Distracted.
Yeah, yeah. That's a distraction.
Distracted.
That's not the mission.
On the lie.
Yeah,
Did God tell me I had arthritis? Have I been not listening for
right,
40 years?
right. Yeah. I mean, that's it. Thanks for putting it that way. And the other side of that coin is, and if I have it, what difference does it make?
And that's the point. That, sir, is the point.
What's the difference? What difference?
That is the point. Because one way or the other,
You didn't get to where you are because you had it or didn't have it.
exactly,
You got to where you are because of
because of
God.
God.
Period. Period.
So have I not been listening to God, or have I
Yeah,
been listening to God? And
yeah.
now am I not listening to God?
Right, right.
That
Distraction.
is the question.
Distraction.
Yeah, that is the question. That is the question. Because
Wow.
before before you came here with the money, it was at your disposal.
It was at your disposal. You had it. It's yours.
It's yours.
You're in possession of it. You're
You,
in control of it.
you, you didn't even have to come by here.
Right.
You made a conscientious decision to do that. You did.
Because you had some agenda.
Agenda. So then, now, as we sit here and absorb all of this, what is the objective?
Right.
What is the objective, sir?
Because the real question, are you following to obey
Or
or are you following to entertain yourself? Are
Yeah.
you following the
So you're trying to be seen
right?
so people can, so you can make believe,
Who and
make
are you?
people believe you something that you not, as our commander in chief so eloquently does. Are you who you say you are or not?
Yeah. Are you walking in truth?
Why not just be who
Who
you
you are?
actually are? Because you can't lie
You
to God.
and you can't be the best version of that.
You can't.
You're already the best version.
You can't, because God, you can't lie to God. You
Right?
can't lie
What's
to
their what's
God.
their favorite expression? It is what it is.
It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
I am that I am.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Be who you are.
And let everything and everybody try to oppose you.
Right.
And see how well they do.
And see how well they do.
See if they can swim.
Right. Because if I be what God is directing me to be,
Right?
you can't stop it, sir. You just
Right?
gonna find
Right.
yourself
That's what
warring
Gamaliel
against
said.
God.
That's what Gamaliel said. Well, we keep circling around there, don't we?
Gonna find, yeah. You're gonna find yourself
Oh,
warring
whoa, against
against
God.
God.
Lying to the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, yeah.
Lying to God.
Mm.
Lying to the truth.
Lying to the truth. How you can't lie to the truth? The truth is the truth. It knows what it is. You can't change the truth. It is the truth, sir.
Wow. God looking for them kind of people, right? To
Yeah.
worship him in spirit
Spirit
and
and in
in
truth.
truth. Ah,
Bringing it all the way back, brother.
man,
He's looking for them.
he looking for 'em.
Yeah. So what are we doing?
What are we doing? Trying to hide from
Yeah, trying to deceive him, trying to make him believe
him?
we're something that we actually aren't. We're trying to make God believe we're something that we are actually not.
Nah, and he created us.
He created us
And where you say we end up
in the ditch.
in a heaven with our God.
Oh, yeah, in a godless heaven.
In a God.
That was funny. Yeah, we end up in a godless heaven.
In a godless heaven.
But that's what we want.
Otherwise known as hell.
Hell,
Wow. Well, we've been all over these chapters in Acts, haven't we?
yeah, we have.
Good exercise. Good exercise.
Yes, sir.
And Gamaliel was how did James describe him? Slow to speak,
Yeah,
quick to
quick
listen.
to listen.
Woo!
That's
Yes,
tan.
sir.
That's tangible.
Yeah, yeah, very.
That's tangible. You can be slow to speak, quick to
Yeah,
listen, because you got one mouth and two ears
right,
and two eyes,
right,
so you can pay attention.
right. You can take it all in.
Take it all in.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Great fear seized the whole church.
Whole church.
And notice the one qualification for all the folks in the church and all who heard about these events.
Yeah. Believe.
Right? Wow, wow.
Mm, 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 mm.
Now,
So,
all of this was about the crippled man
yeah.
with Peter and John, right?
Yeah. Well, earlier they had already
But I'm just looking over here and four
in
verse
four.
uh let me look at that in context. Then Peter, filled with the Holy Spirit, said to them, rulers and elders of the people, if we are being called to account today for an act of kindness shown to a man who was lame, and are being asked how, see, they still talking about that lame man.
Over in four.
Yeah,
Right.
which began in three.
Right. So
They
three and
still
four
talking about this.
were the same person.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then in five, then it went over to something
and
else.
then five it changed.
Right.
Yeah, then and then in five it changed to a situation with Gamaliel
Hmm.
because they've been caught preaching again.
Yeah, because then Peter started healing people,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
they was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh man, well, maybe his shadow, if it passes over us,
Right,
we'll be healed."
right. Now we got the hocus pocus
Yeah.
and miracles.
Yep.
The guys are just present
Yeah.
in Christ.
Yeah. Now they're trying to exalt Peter above who Peter is,
Right,
but that's neither here nor there. Uh, it just boils back to, are we going to believe that lie?
right, right.
See, when
Or,
we
or, or,
start
or
believing it,
are we following and
or
obeying?
are we following and obeying?
That'll keep you out of trouble.
It'll keep, brother, when you know you have an end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me stay close to the one that's got all the answers.
Right. Right.
Let me stick with the one that's got the answers.
Right. Right.
Wow.
Because see, I know I can't do it of myself. I was sitting there reflecting just on my life, like when I was younger. And I've shared this with you, like I was a fighter and just bad temper and
What
they'll
are you?
make
What are you now? 42,
43.
43. Yeah, 43, 43,
Right.
43.
We're 40 years
Yeah.
apart. 40
Right,
years
right,
and
right,
two
right, right, right,
months.
right, right. 40 years in the wilderness.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But I was just reflecting like on really what sparked the ignition. And it was really that. It was the notion of me swimming. It was the
Right,
notion of me jumping in the ocean and swimming. Not literally, but just this, you're bad. Are you bad? Are you bad enough to jump in this ocean and swim?
right.
Are you bad enough
You
to
bad
take
enough to
on
take on this ocean.
you know what I mean? All challenges,
All this unknown
unknowns.
that it
You bad.
represents.
You're bad, right? But inside of me, I didn't want to be bad.
Right.
I didn't want to take on any challenge. You know what I mean? I didn't.
Inside of you, you want to be dependent.
Right. And I knew I wanted to be. I knew I didn't want to be bothered, but I didn't want to take on all challenges. It's one thing wanting to be bothered and grasping at all challenges.
Right,
No, I didn't care for about people challenging me. I didn't want to be challenged. If I was challenged, I I was obliged to defend myself, but I
right.
didn't want to be challenged.
The challenge, right.
I wanted to be protected. You know what I mean? I-
I want my great reward and chill.
right. Exactly. That's what I wanted.
I want to walk in that.
I wanted that. I wanted what God said he was to Abraham before I knew he
Right,
was that. My
right.
great reward and my shield.
But now, do listen to that. See, that fuels faith and fuels belief.
It does.
See, because you're grabbing hold. You're grabbing hold and you're not letting go.
Right.
Uh,
Right. And I remember getting into a fight when I was 15. And I remember fighting the dude. And this is what's interesting. I'm 15, fighting this dude.
right,
In the immediate, it was a reckless abandonment. I don't even remember how many times
right.
he was hitting this
'Cause
guy.
that's what you're supposed to do.
Right. And I'm handling him. And I remember saying to him, because he was walking off, trying to find something to pick up. And I remember vividly, brother. I'm 15. I'm 43 years old now.
Right. That's 20 something. Yeah, that's 20. That's
20,
almost 30 years
that's
ago.
28 years ago.
Yeah,
He's walking, trying to find something. And I tell him, yeah, whatever you find, you pick it up. I'm going to take it from you and I'm going to beat you with it. I'm walking behind him as he's looking and I'm telling him, yeah, pick it up. Whatever you find, I'm going to take it from him and I'm going to beat you with it. And I remember that, hearing that in my head.
right,
And I think he believed me because he stopped looking. And then we squared up again. And I remember at that moment, God came over me because it was as if I heard what I said.
right,
I'm going to beat him with it. You could kill
right,
him. I could kill him. And a part of me wanted to because he swung on me.
right.
But God came over me and was like, what are you doing?
Yeah. What are you
Now,
doing?
now you're the
Where are you?
attacker. You're the
Where are
aggressor.
you?
Right. You're the aggressor. You're the attacker now.
Right,
You're supposed to be defending yourself.
right.
And I was like, huh, right.
But
Now,
but see, go ahead.
I didn't know God.
I
Do
but
you
you
hear me?
did.
But
I
you
hear
see what I'm
you.
saying?
I hear what you're saying.
God knew me. I didn't know God.
Right,
But I knew what I didn't want. I knew I didn't want to be bad. I never wanted to be. Never. As much as my uncle wanted me to be, I never wanted to be bad. I never. I wanted to be protected. And I wanted my great reward in God. And so I listened to that. Whatever it was when I was 15 that I didn't know, now I know was God. I listened. I stopped. And I told him, I'm giving this is all true, brother. I'm 15. I told him, I said, you better be glad. I told him. We're having a whole dialogue. We're fighting, but I'm telling him, I said, oh boy, you better be glad. You better be glad. And I didn't tell him what because I didn't know what, but I knew it was God. I said, you better be glad this thing came over me. And now I can no longer hurt you. All I can do now is defend myself. And I only swung when he swung at me. And when he stopped swinging and he walked off, I left. And he eventually did. He eventually realized that he's not aggressive. He's waiting. I was. And I stood there And every time he swung, I would dodge him and I would swing. I would. When he rushed me, I grabbed him, picked him up, threw him down. He tried to get off that. He threw me off. I grabbed him again. I threw him. And I rushed to him. And then I let him get up. I'm not kidding. God came over me in that moment and God was sharing with me today, just today. You never wanted to be bad. That's what created the click within me. I didn't want what they wanted for me. I wanted
Right.
something
You didn't
else.
want to be.
No,
You didn't want the illusion.
no, I didn't want to jump.
Right.
I didn't want to swim in the ocean. Not for a second did I, even if I believed I could, I didn't want to jump and see if I could. I never did. And God was like, that's the walk, son.
But isn't it interesting? Isn't it interesting that you travel this journey and you realize all you want is a reward and a shield?
And a shield. That's all I ever wanted. And that's all I want now.
Right. You
And
see, and that describes contentment.
contentment.
See, that describes contentment.
Contentment.
I want what you want for me.
Yes. That's it. I don't want to be in the
No
lights.
more, no
No
less.
less. I don't want to be exalted. I don't want to
Right.
be rich.
I just want what you want me to have.
Just want what you want me to have. I want to be protected and I want you as my reward.
Right.
Whatever that looks like. And that's the thing. I don't know what his protection looks like. But I know this.
Right.
I know it's I'm not being deceived.
Right.
I'm not thinking
Right.
I'm bad.
You know that.
I'm
And
not
you ain't
being
got to,
told to jump into the ocean.
and you ain't got to be, and you ain't got to bluff nobody.
Right. And I ain't got to beat up nobody.
Woo!
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
That protection is what I wanted. I wasn't worried about getting sick and,
Right.
oh, not dying. I know I'm going to have to die. It wasn't any of that.
Yeah. That's okay.
I'm going to get
That.
sick. It's okay.
Right.
But it's that deception is what I knew I wanted to be protected from. Somebody
And
making
that
me into a fighter. I don't want to be a
and
fighter.
and that's what the and but that's what the protection is.
And that's what the protection
But
is.
that's what the protection is.
That's what it is.
And so and what we end up with is we end up like Abraham, we end up like Enoch.
Yeah.
We just walking with God.
Just walking with God.
That's that's what it's called when you follow continuously.
Yeah.
Walking.
Right. Yeah.
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 And you know your intent in following is obedience.
Yeah. Yeah.
See the issue, remember in Genesis 6, God saw that the issue was man's thoughts and intents
Hmm.
were only continually
Continually.
evil. And the simple question is how you get good out of that.
Right. Same way Abraham did.
By following
Following
and obeying.
and obeying. Yes, sir.
Because he was a scoundrel
Right.
and nobody tried to hide that fact from anybody.
No one.
That was exposed.
It's exposed. It is exposed.
Yeah, but he followed and
He followed
obeyed God.
and obeyed.
And so he had another testimony that sometimes we sort of miss.
Yeah,
He was never against God.
never. No, he
See,
wasn't born against
you
God.
can't follow and obey God
If you warn
and end
against
up
him,
on the wrong side of God.
right? Yeah, when you warn against him, it's not gonna work.
Right?
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
That's not very wise.
It's not
That's
wise at
just
all.
not wise. That's just like taking on the ocean.
Yeah,
Just like taking on the ocean.
it's just like taking on the ocean.
Because
And that's not
as much as we think we know the ocean, we don't have a
a
clue.
clue. And what? How many people died? 6 people in the Titan.
And what?
In the Titan, that little submersible that went in the ocean
Oh
trying to
yeah,
go
yeah, yeah, yeah,
see the
yeah.
Titanic.
Was it
Was it
six?
6? I don't remember. It was 5 or
Something
6
like that.
because he underestimated the ocean.
Right. As much as they try to figure it all out, as much as they can calculate, as much as they can punch up them numbers,
Yeah.
the depth, oh, the depth, Paul says.
Yes.
The depth.
Yes.
Ooh, over in back to Romans 12.
Man.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, the depth.
Yeah.
Let me peep over here. I gotta remind myself of what Romans 12 said.
Oh,
Romans 12,
absolutely.
that's a humdinger. That is a humdinger. Oh, yeah, 12, 11. Was it? I mean, 11, 11. I'm sorry, I keep saying 12. 11:33. Oh, the depth of the riches of the wisdom and knowledge of God.
Hmm. Oh
How
yeah.
unsearchable. That's the
His
ocean. That's the best.
judgments.
That's the best description
Yeah.
of the ocean you can get.
Yeah. His past beyond tracing
Beyond tracing out. How
out.
you gonna swim it?
Barely can sail it. Cause
Right, right, right,
let them
right, right.
waves get a little boisterous.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And it don't take much, and it don't
It
take
don't
much for it
take
to
much to
terrify
it
you.
too. It doesn't. It does not.
I never did watch the entire movie, but that movie, The Perfect Storm,
Hmm.
yeah, that's some of the scenes in that, boy, I'm saying, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was people that used to be out there just
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
I mean, boat vertical
yeah.
because of them waves. I mean,
You wait, stand them up.
that ain't fun. Going straight up, coming straight down.
That's what turbulence does to some airplanes.
Yes, sir. Take them straight up.
Same kind of thing,
Take them straight up. Take them
and bring them
straight down.
straight back there.
Mm, mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm.
So, yeah, 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 yeah. Being, being in the ark is being in the ark is very wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
Well, that was a nice excursion and a
Yeah, it
great
was.
and a great reminder.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then again, see, just because of Abraham's example, we realize that we're on a charted course.
Yeah. We are.
See, we're on a charted course.
Yeah. He
We know where we're going.
right. He's mapped it out for us.
Yeah,
We just don't know how long we're on it.
we didn't know yet.
And that's the part that requires
And
faith.
that's the part that we get in trouble about.
Yeah, yeah, because it requires faith.
Because didn't he say eternal life?
Right.
So
Yeah,
why are we looking for an end?
exactly. We just got to follow and obey.
Yeah, that's all.
Yep. And that's why it requires faith.
Yeah, it won't work in your way.
It won't work any other way. It requires faith. My brother was telling me a story uh about his nephew, his sister's son that lives with him. And he was telling him, you know, you want a PlayStation, well, you're gonna have to get your grades up. Then he say, well,
Is that
okay,
the box of choice now?
which one?
The PlayStation.
I don't know.
It,
Don't You can't ask me,
you
brother.
have to, you're not a gamer.
Uh-uh, not at all. I
Did
have
you
not.
ever game?
When I was young, like when
Oh,
I was a
okay.
teenager, I stopped playing
Okay.
video games when I was 16.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been out the game. I've been out of touch for a little minute. Uh, but he was saying, you want the PlayStation, whatever, 5 or whatever it is.
Right.
And he said, well, you're gonna have to get your grades up. And he said, you're gonna have to get A's and B's or something. And he said, well, how long do I have to keep them up
What's the purpose of getting them up?
to get the game?
Uh, yeah, yeah.
But then once I get the game,
Then we
then
change.
I'll
Then
just
we
let them
change.
go back
Yeah,
down.
yeah. Just let them go back down. Yeah.
I think you missed what I was saying, sir. I said you can get the PlayStation if you get your grades up.
Up, not down.
Right,
Up.
right. So how long?
Yeah,
Forever.
yeah. But they need to be up.
Up and not down. That's the
Great.
condition.
Fantastic. 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 Up.
Oh man. But that's
And
what
that's
we
what
do.
the Lord is telling
And
us.
that's what the Lord is telling us.
Telling us.
How long?
Gotta get your grades up. Don't
I
worry
need
about how long.
yeah, I need them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just need to be up.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. That's the goal for them to be up.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Period.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, brother,
Yes, sir.
you can tie a ribbon on that one.
It's it's done.
You can tie a ribbon on
It's
that.
done.
Didn't it belong to you?
Yeah.
Didn't it belong to you?
Yeah.
Does anything belong to you?
Yeah. It was at your disposal.
Yeah.
It was at your disposal.
Then we
Since
don't slow down. We don't slow down. We don't slow down enough to even realize what's at our
at our
disposal.
disposal. Since it's your decision to make,
Right.
why not make a righteous decision?
Yeah. Why not make a uh, uh, why not make a decision based on all the truth?
Right. Or the truth. Because truth is just no half or quarter.
Right. That's all. It's just truth.
Any partial truth is a lie.
Stop, Corey. Stop,
Yes, sir.
man.